So Guts to the rescue. What could be a better opening? Loved it. Guts takes the Arabian Knight and gives him a boot and sends him flying. Saves Casca. That was a great opening. That was just a great place to start, because if there's anyone that we want to be Casca's hero, it's Guts, not Griffith. Griffith is too spontaneously foolish. Way, Guts is too. But Guts is spontaneously foolish when he charges 100 men. Griffith doesn't do that.
Griffith is more wrapped up in himself than he can be in Casca.
Yeah. And Guts is looking for the next huge battle to prove himself worthy of. Yeah. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Unless I'm wrong.
No, I would agree with that character assessment of Guts. And I feel like Griffith already feels like he proved himself, and this is all just to further his plan.
Yes, whatever that plan is. Not sure. All right, so he saves our friend Casca, and he's ready to do battle with the Arabian Knight, who has some tricks up his sleeve. And we saw him in the previous read. He's got those razor sharp rings. I call them the screwball rings, because when a pitcher throws a screwball, I don't even think the pitcher knows where they're going to go. He made it sound like, Arabian Knight made it sound like he controls them. If a pitcher can control a screwball, then maybe he can control those things. I'm not so sure. I think a screwball goes where it wants to. Anyway, I digress. Guts is one-on-one with Arabian Knight, and he is not worried at all. And when he pulls out his little rings of power, Guts isn't afraid of those either. In fact, he almost chuckles. He throws two at Guts. He spins them practically around in his fingers. Arabian Knight is a little surprised. So he's going to toss some more at him. Guts is still not worried. But he does take, the next volley of the rings, the screwball rings. He gets a couple of slices. And then he does something apparently only experts of manga and anime and all that sort of thing would understand. But he creates sort of what looks like a whirlwind of his sword flying through the air. And Arabian Night Boy is like, what is going on here? He can even control the air pressure, he said. So Guts lets him live because the guy backs off. Like losers often do, throws out a last threat. I know your name now. Because Casca, I think, or Jude Blue Eyes called out his name. I know your name now. Like, you're a marked man. And Guts is going to just kind of go, from you? I don't think so. You're nothing. So I'm looking forward to the day Arabian Night comes back and gets his just dessert, because I just don't like him. And I don't dislike anyone, but I dislike this guy. Cocky.
What are your predictions for the next
Well, Casca and Guts have to have a little powwow. Where have you been for the last year? We needed you so badly. I predict that he's not going to tell her very much. He's still a private lone wolf guy. But I think that if anyone was a lone wolf and wanted to start his own pack, he'd probably want to start it with Casca.
Who told you that?
Something has to blossom between the two. I mean, the worst thing I could see happening is somehow they have a further falling out and they separate again. That's not possible. Guts, my prediction is Guts is going to join her with a plan to spring Griffith. But the big question to answer then, because if he decides to spring Griffith, he's going to do it. And there's not enough soldiers in that castle to stop Guts. No way. I wouldn't want to be little torture boy. When Guts finds out what he did, he's not long for the earth. So anyway, that's my prediction that Guts is going to join with Casca. They're going to free Griffith. I don't know how many chapters it'll take, but I think that's what's going to happen. And then the big question is, what of Griffith and Guts? Will Guts leave again? I suspect so. That's my prediction.